Hello ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Today is Friday, January 8th, 2016. My name is Jake Baldino. I really needed a shave, but it's time to talk about cool video game stuff that happened this week. Starting off with a new Assassin's Creed, not actually coming this year. In some leaks posted by Kotaku, I think this is actually really exciting news. According to some inside sources, Ubisoft is actually not releasing an Assassin's Creed this holiday or fall 2016, and are instead not really rushing the game and working on it and releasing it in 2017. This is absolutely huge because longtime Assassin's Creed fans and people who have just gotten tired of the series really think it just needs a break, and finally it seems like maybe it's getting it. And yeah, I've been saying that for years. They need to take it easy, pull the reins back a little bit, regroup, and not just kind of rehash the same shit with the same engine every year, because Syndicate was a good improvement, but it's still not that hot. But that's just me. I digress. What I am really excited about, though, from this report, apparently Ubisoft is filling that void of Assassin's Creed this year with an apparent Watch Dogs 2. Which I find a little bit hard to believe since we haven't really seen or heard anything from it yet, but it will be a nice surprise. And this is one I'm really excited for too, because I really wanted to love Watch Dogs. I liked it, didn't love it. And I'm seriously thinking if Watch Dogs 2, and a lot of people have been saying this, if Watch Dogs 2 can pull an Assassin's Creed 2 and just make what original game had potential and make it an awesome sequel, Watch Dogs 2 could be the best, or it could still be complete garbage. I don't know. And in other news, let's talk about one of my favorite things in the world, porn. For those of you that don't know, Pornhub is a porn hub website that does a lot of statistics tracking and always releases its year in review stats of really interesting things about users who watch porn. And the most interesting thing from this year is that PlayStation actually overtook Xbox as the console used the most to watch porn on. According to Pornhub's traffic statistics by game console, PlayStation 4 saw an increase of 6.9% this year. In 2015, Xbox apparently dropped 12%. Maybe it's because Halo 5 released this year and everybody on Xbox is doing that? I don't know, but what I did think was the most interesting thing from these statistics is that nobody watches porn on a 3DS. And in other news, I talked about it earlier this week, but now Oculus has officially launched its Oculus Rift pre-orders, and it cost $600! And is that way too much money? Is that a ridiculous price, $600? I'd say yeah, it is, especially when you have to own a really expensive PC to run this thing. But it's also, on the flip side, you have to think it's the price that you pay for early adoption. If you're into buying these new and exciting gadgets and technology, first and foremost, you should know at this point that you're gonna get boned for the first year or two. It happens with smartwatches, it happens with cell phones, it happens with everything. It happens with consoles, it happens with DVD players and Blu-ray players. Remember when a Blu-ray player was like $1,000? That being said, I can't totally use that as a justification because I think this is definitely gonna be a thing that maybe is not for everybody. But I do really think, and like a lot of people are saying, the ball is now gonna be in Sony's court because Sony can very likely launch theirs at a lower price and probably kick ass. That being said, I think Oculus Rift is going to remain the higher end premium experience. It's going to be, I guess, maybe the master race headset. But I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this because, of course, I pre-ordered one because it's like doing all this stuff is my job. I want to make cool videos with it. But, if I was just buying it for fun, maybe I'd think twice. I'm not totally sure, but I do want to hear from you guys because there are so many opinions out there with this thing everywhere, and it's, it's a lot of money. And speaking of cool technology and things, I want to touch on a few things from this year's CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. And the most exciting thing that I saw, one of the coolest things, is being able to put your face in Fallout 4. This was kind of just a tech demo demonstrating these Intel cameras in this HP tablet, which looks really gross. But it showed that these cameras just scanned someone's head who was just sitting there, and then it was almost instantaneously put and modded into the game as the player character's head. And surprisingly, it actually looks pretty decent. It may not be the highest resolution, but it sure looks better than when you can put your face in one of the 2K games, or in Rainbow Six with the Xbox 360 camera. You remember that shit? And another thing I thought that was really cool and was highlighted by a lot of other websites, but just think about the potential here, the Immersive. This is these things that you can add to an existing chair in your home that can actually move the chair a little bit and kind of add to like a 4D gaming experience. This is definitely going to be a thing for people who are using VR headsets, and we've seen a lot of types of stuff like this where you could be on a treadmill or you could wear a vest that makes you feel like you're getting shot. But I think this is cool in the sense that it adds like a motion gaming chair with just little things that you put underneath the legs of the chair. It's simple, it's cheaper, you don't have to buy a big ridiculous motorized chair, and I think they're really really onto something here. I linked some sources about it down below, as well as everything else I talk about today. And also Razer. Razer has been getting a little crazy the last few weeks, announcing a bunch of crazy new shit. But the thing that I thought was coolest is this new Ultrabook that they're working on. They're working on an affordable $1,000 Ultrabook that's super thin, but actually still an okay gaming machine. They've been branding it as a super thin Ultrabook that they actually want to give to gamers, and I think that's pretty cool. But the thing I'm really into that they're also working on hand in hand with this is a discrete GPU system that you can throw down your laptop on your desk, plug it into this, and then instantly your laptop is a complete beast. And I think this is a really cool idea. While I don't know if it necessarily completely satisfies my needs yet, it is definitely going to fill a void for some people, like maybe like college or university students who move their stuff around a lot. There's just a variety of little different situations that I think a discrete GPU box system thing could work for. And so far, we haven't really seen it being done by mainstream companies, so I'm all about Razer working on it. And of course, since I know a lot of you guys are graphics whores out there, I found this really cool video. This is a real-time character render of Khaleesi from Game of Thrones running in Unreal Engine 4. It's by Baolong Zhang, and it's really impressive. Look how good this modeling is. So I linked that below. You can click on it, you can look at it. She's pretty, the graphics are amazing, stuff like that. And in a little tiny minuscule bit of Nintendo NX news, Nintendo's new president has been talking in interviews about a new way to play with this new console that they're working on. And I think that is starting to maybe harken to those weird controller patents we saw. Or maybe not. Maybe it just means another weird Nintendo gimmick. We have no idea, but it's exciting that Nintendo's new president is talking it up. It's not much to go on, I know, but I'm just taking every little nugget of information about a new console because as much as I love the Wii U, I think it's really kind of running its course. Oh, and of course, guys, I know most of you, hopefully you've realized this by now, but we are doing a giveaway every single week on this Friday show. All you have to do is click the link below, sign up for our mailing list, and then you're automatically entered. Every single week, we pick a random winner, you win, you get a game of your choice, we send it to you, that's it. This week's winner is... Congratulations, nice going. You won a free game. I've been talking a lot about video games this week, but I want to talk to you guys on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. You can follow me there. We can talk. I'm always looking for new friends because I don't really have many. But also, very importantly, I want to know from you guys in the comments, what do you think about the stuff we talked about this week? Most importantly, how do you feel about an Assassin's Creed taking place in Egypt? I think this could be really interesting because the series could kind of touch upon things before the Templars were actually a Templar and really set up that conflict. And there's also rumblings of this being a trilogy that goes to other different places. Are we going to see Jesus? What is going on here? And also, what was your favorite thing you saw at CES? There was a lot of really cool shit. And also, are you a crazy person who is gonna buy an Oculus Rift day one? Let's talk about it down there. But as always, guys, you know what really helps us out? Clicking the like button. It helps me out, it helps us show out, and we appreciate it so much. I cannot stress that enough. Also, if you're new, subscribing is a good idea because we put out videos every single day. But as always, I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Pizza's on me. I had way too much caffeine.